So, I have chosen this year to start out waking up choosing violence. But this video is actually coming from a conversation I had the other night at the gym about I don't even know how the conversation even started. I think it was talking about football at first because it was me and two other dudes at the gym. One's a Rams fan, one's a 49ers fan, and we're just talking about different scenarios in case the Packers was to somehow, some way beat the Cowboys and miraculously beat the 49ers, which I think one of the two is going to happen. Most likely, in the event the Packers get to the playoffs next week, they end up playing in Dallas, and they beat Dallas, I can see that happening. But the 49ers, no. But anyways, the conversation led to Lakers talk, and it led to, of course, one LeBron James. There's this narrative, continuing narrative, because one of the dudes, the Rams fan, he was around my age, and the other one, the 49ers fan, he's young. He's still 21, 22 years old. And the 49ers fan instantly said, because I know the Rams fan for some time now, I know he's a big LeBron fan, but he's a LeBron fan that can listen and not be like these Lestans on the internet. He can see the other side. But the 49er fan said, because he was talking about like top 10, I think it led to like top 10 players. And the 49er fan said that, once again, I don't know where, I think most young people really didn't get to see Kobe's career all the way through. Me and the Rams fan did. But he thought Kobe Bryant wasn't that good, and he thought that he thinks that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant. He remained cordial about it, but the thing that always has continued to be said about this whole conversation, even though I did say I didn't want to talk about this conversation anymore, but since it popped up in a real life conversation, not on YouTube, I just had to share it. But anyways, and I asked why. Why do you think that LeBron's better than Kobe? Because every time I hear that, nobody really can explain anything. They just say it just to say it. And when they do say it, they just say LeBron's bigger and stronger, which is true. But I want people to elaborate more on that and not say just LeBron's bigger and stronger. 49er fan is stoned. Because I also told him as well, you can't add in, he has the most points of all time. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. I don't want to hear anything about longevity. We talk about what makes him better than everyone. And he couldn't explain it. The 49er fan couldn't explain it. Now, I broke it down to both the Rams fan and the 49er fan. The Rams fan understood. The 49er fan did not understand. And there's many examples, because they soon changed the conversation who would win in one-on-one. I was going to say Kobe. And they said how. And it's perfect examples of how LeBron will be in the one-on-one situation. Many of them is you can always use strength and speed, but that can only take you so far. And we're starting to see that with LeBron. As his strength and speed, particularly speed, you can always still have strength as you get older. And some old men that got strength of oxes out there. But as far as speed, that's starting to decrease from LeBron. He's about almost average now. He uses his speed and strength to bowling ball, but that can only go so far. Perfect example of that, Game 4, NBA Western Conference Finals, when he had a chance to at least take it to game 5. He chooses to bowling ball his way through. He gets blocked. Game over. And I explained this to both the 49ers fan and the Rams fan on how LeBron never developed a go-to shot. And you guys, whoever has been on this channel, subscribed to this channel for a long time, know what I'm talking about. LeBron doesn't have a go-to shot. If he had a go-to shot, maybe I'm about to say the Rams, maybe the Lakers would go to game 5, or maybe LeBron takes a shot and he misses. Kobe always had that. The thing about Kobe and LeBron playing one-on-one, I just think Kobe has way too many moves. LeBron's moves are so basic, especially when you know someone is not really good on one hand. And I don't think people really know the basics of playing defense. If someone can only go right and they prefer their right hand, you will force them to their left, their weak hand, especially if they really can't dribble with their left. Not saying LeBron can't dribble with his left, but he's not as great on his right as he is with his left. And there's been plenty of other NBA players that have noticed this. One particularly, Jordan, would say if he was to play LeBron on one, he'd force him left because they know he can't go left. Can't bowling ball your way left if you can't go left. And I experienced this in my own life with people who can only go a certain way. Athletic as hell. Strong as hell, but if you can only go one way, somebody's going to force you to your left. If you're weak on your left, there ain't nothing you can do, especially when you can't shoot. And that was LeBron James early in his career. And we saw that with the San Antonio Spurs. But to the 49ers point, he act like LeBron has no weaknesses. The Rams fan actually understood LeBron's weaknesses when it comes to playing on the ball. We all know LeBron cannot play off ball. He's garbage off ball. We saw that in the NBA Finals, 2011. We continue to keep seeing that. He needs the ball in his hand to dribble, to gain some momentum, to either shoot or drive, bowling ball his way to the basket. I don't know why I'm saying bowling ball. That's two worlds, but it's basically what he is doing, bowling ball his way to the basket like a freaking running back running through a line, defenders. Lost my train of thought for a minute. We've seen what happens, especially when there's a defender who knows how to play LeBron. We've seen LeBron just shut down. We've seen this go Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron. He just shuts down. And the Mavericks did the same thing to him. They got into his comfort zone, forced him out of his comfort zone, and he shut down. Defensive-wise, people be having field days on LeBron, especially as he's gotten older, too. I think there was a video I did probably last year sometime when it was Paul, I think it might have been the top of the video, Paul George versus LeBron, and all their games played. And off the top of my head, I remember Paul George on the head-to-heads with LeBron, when those two are holding each other. Paul George will have a field day on LeBron. So I know that I doubt in my mind, prime Kobe versus prime LeBron. Kobe defensively, let's say he will struggle a bit, because I ain't gonna take away LeBron's strength from him, but I think eventually with Kobe's IQ, especially on defense, he can force LeBron into some tough shots, which we already seen before. And everybody keeps going, LeBron has high IQ. So does Kobe. So does most of these players. Well, the older players, I don't know about the newer players, some of the newer players, but the older players who have been established, they got IQ too. They act like LeBron just has this massive IQ. And LeBron has many weaknesses in this game. As the conversation went on with this 49ers fan and this Rams fan, 49ers fan didn't want to hear it. It's like, how can you ignore the weaknesses? The weaknesses of LeBron, we know he's a terrible free throw shooter. I think he's like either between 70 and 80% career-wise. I think maybe 70% career-wise out of 21 years of being in the league. He's terrible at free throws. Well, I wouldn't say terrible, but he's not as good as he should be. He really isn't. Defensive-wise, especially in the last couple of years, because I don't want to hear this. He's 39. No. This was going before he turned 39. This has been going on for some years now. Defensively, best years of playing defense might have been his early Cleveland days and Heat days. When he came back to Cleveland, his defensive problem is just waned big time. And that's part of one of the reasons why Cleveland wasn't successful after they won that championship. Because of his lack of defense. And it continues on to this day. He needs players, shooters, passers, to cover up those flaws. Defensive players as well, to cover up those flaws. Which we have seen many times before. I don't care how many times the stands want to be in denial about this. As of right now, with him on the Lakers, he has some shooters. Got Austin Reeves. But he doesn't have enough shooters. Decent shooters. And it's being exposed right now. Because we already know he's not that great of a shooter as it seems. I think most of the stands get caught up in the spectacle of when LeBron does get hot. They think that's all the time. In their head, they must think that's all the time, which is not. See right quick. Hold on. So his field goal percentage for his career-wise is 50%, but for this year so far, I don't know what it is. Let's see right quick. It's 53% from the field this year. It's 53.5%. 53.5% this year. He's 23rd in the league. From the 3-point line, let's see here. If I can find it right quick. Shoot, ESPN is not going to give me that. Trying to make this video quick. ESPN is not going to give me that. What the freak, ESPN? Let's see here. So far this year, he's 53% from the field. He's 40.9% from 3 out of 31 games. So I would say this. He's gotten better this year from the 3-point line. But that's because at the same time, he's taking the most shots. 2. So that's detriment to what the Lakers need to do offensive-wise. And that's why their offense is very terrible right now. Offensive rating is very terrible at this moment. Defensively, yeah, they're great. But as I said before in the last video, defense can only take you so far. But anyways, pretty much the conversation ended with the 49ers fan not wanting to hear what I had to say. But the Rams fan understood perfectly what I was trying to say. And see, that's how you have a conversation. That's how the conversation should be with LeBron fans. But then again, he's now the crazy-ass LeBron fan. So there's that.